Do you ever think that it's going to get below 5% mortgage rate again?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't think so. Um, I think it's going to take a very, very, very long time for that to happen, if ever. I think the days of free money are over.
Why is that?
I think the economy is moving into a more productive phase. It's one of the reasons the indices are at new highs, driven by AI. I think the economy is stronger than people think. I think the tariff issues will be gone by the end of the year, and then we settle into a 10 to 15% range. I think I'm very bullish on what's going to happen in productivity. And I just don't see interest rates in the U.S., the world's strongest economy, being dropped dramatically. I just don't. And so you got to remember, for 40 years, 7% was a market mortgage. It's not uncommon. It's not crazy. In fact, there were periods where mortgage rates were double digits in the past. So, that aberration of 3.5, 375 mortgages, that's an aberration. That if you look at the long data sheet on that, you realize that was just a drop in the bucket. And you were very fortunate to buy a home and get a long duration mortgage during that period. But that's over. All that it means, though, is you're going to buy a house 30% smaller. That's all. The way you adjust to mortgage rates, it doesn't mean you don't want a home. The way you adjust is you buy a smaller house.
Right.
It's not that hard. And it's just, if you, the rule of law is this. If you're using more than a third of your free cash flow after tax to pay your mortgage, you're going to run into financial problems. So you have to adjust your purchase based on the fact, if you look at both your incomes, if you're married and you're both working, you can afford a home that eats up 33 1/3 of your free cash flow. Many people break that rule to their detriment. They go to 50, 60% of their free cash flow thinking they really want a nice home. That really nice home eats them alive, because there's a cost of maintaining a home you have to deal with. There's the cost of taxes and everything else. And so you've got to understand, if you're burning more than a third of your cash, you have no flexibility.